Hey guys, let's oh man, I'm a little bit tired now. Longish day. Oh, but good. Made money. So that's good. More than like a little bit frustrating. You know, it just didn't really run today. It was markets were fucking around, didn't really know what they wanted to do. And in my opinion, looking at what I was looking at, I was expecting boom. Like, I'll show you what I mean. Let's go have a look at this chart, which is the US 10-year, right? And it just fucking fell off a cliff today. So it was at 4.17. It's dropped like 10 points, almost 9 points down to 4.08. Like, that's a mental drop in bonds. That's huge. And that should mean markets getting a bit of a kick up the arse and going for a run. The VIX, volatility index, also came down. Like, consistently just sort of heading lower, but from its high of 1380 down to 1333, this is really low for the VIX. Another good thing, dollar coming down, also good for the markets. The only one that really moved positively seemed to be the one that I didn't want to touch, which is the IWM. It just went vroom and then floated up there for the day. But again, it's just shit because you've got such choppy levels. Like, it's just very unclear in this this sort of area. Like, you got a bit of a block there with the volume and the 20 maybe, but I mean, usually it'll come up and kiss it or get a bit closer. It's still $1 away. Like, not really good enough for what I'm looking for, and just not clear. Let's have a look at the ES. As you can see, shitty, choppy in a range, not doing what I wanted at all. I don't trade the ES, but I just use it as a marker for making decisions in certain stocks and trades. Similar story here, but just like you can see, yesterday was clean as fuck. Boom, this drop, and boom, and I did very well on that one. That was a great little trade yesterday. And today it's like on the QQQ, which we'll see in a sec. Today it's just, you know, chopped around, hasn't really done anything. I had a loss on the Qs, so, and the SPY, very small loss, but still a loss. What I wanted, you can see my levels, and it just doesn't give a fuck about my levels. So this one has almost become irrelevant after today. And I wouldn't use it again because of how it got chopped through today. I used it today and I lost because it looked to me, we zoom in, it looked to me when these were happening over 93, because 93 was my mark. You can see you've got this kiss here, kiss here, kiss here, kiss here, hold there. And then it just like, I don't give a fuck about this level. It just went crazy. So I thought it was consolidating over 93 here, and I got some calls and just did nothing. I lost about $40 on the trade. It wasn't a bad loss. It was like less than 5%. I think less than 1%. So restricted that loss quite well, which was good. This I just sold recently after I saw this tail. So I was like, it's just not playing the game today. So I got out for, it was about a $200 loss, $250 loss on that. But this was the level that I wanted today. See over here, touching. I just thought because it had pierced that so strongly and bounced so strongly, I didn't think it'd actually get back there today. So I went in here, I actually added more down here. So okay, cool, better position to add. And then it just didn't really play it. And yeah, so I got out for, I think that was about a 10% loss. Not bad at all, and way better than my losses yesterday. So like my loss on this yesterday was a wanker. And this is, I had a really good, so when this shot this morning, I took almost at the peak, 20% out, and then I entered back in too early. I think I entered back in around here. If I'd have entered in back here, I'd probably be about even or positive on that trade. But I'm still really happy with the position. I love how this held and consolidated over this level. So I'm still expecting a breakout there. It's just taking longer than I want. NVIDIA I had a win on. But it went further than I thought it would. I did not think it'd get back to this 666 level. Had I waited, I would have made probably 3 or 4 grand on this today. Instead, I made like $700. Still not bad, but risking 4 grand, I think that's what I had in there in total by the end of it. But this was my first level. I didn't touch it because it went straight through it. This was my second. It floated around here for a while, and I bought one there. I bought another one here, or maybe I think I bought 2 there. I bought one up high, one down a little bit lower, and I bought my third there for $6.90. Right, they were my call options for the day. And then I bought another one down here for $6.72. That was the one that made me the money. Only one, because I still held them because I thought it's fucking Nvidia. It just keeps going up. So let's hold and see what happens. And then I held. They didn't get positive again. Those first 3, they were down about 200, but this one was up about 1,000. So it was around $700 profit from that, which was good. Like, I'm happy with those levels and the response, and that's still going all right. It just wasn't really strong today. Nothing felt like it was boom, like I'm gonna rip. Like it just, yeah. But that's all right. Snow, I entered in this level, which was a really bad entry. Looking back at it now. Even worse that I didn't get out. Had I got out, I probably would have made about a little over 1,000 on that trade. I think I ended up making, what did I make, $300 or something? So $400, so 20%, which is still good, right? Still good because I bought back in here. It's still within my thesis. That's why I played it. But I just was expecting a bigger move from the semis today, and we just didn't really get it. They just sort of played around in a lower range. They got to finish red on the day as a result. Had a small loss on Netflix. I was looking at this very key level here, and I thought it was going to hold, and it was a little bit under, and I was like, fuck it, I reckon it's going to bounce back up. Actually, I think no, it wasn't up. I got it on the second one. So I bought in around 57, 56, something like that. And then I was good. I was in the money, and then it came back, and I was like, oh, I don't like that. And then it went up, and when it touched here, I was like, yeah, no, it keeps rejecting this level. I'm out. Boom. Exit, small loss, 250 loss, which was about 15%. Yes, I think it was in about 3 grand position. I was just pretty confident that this level was going to hold as support, and I'd have an opportunity for some upside, which just didn't happen. And that's the way it goes. Amazon, I did well on. Nice little level in here. Picked it up there, sold it pretty much at the top, literally at the top for, was that about $400? I only took a small position, but that was about 45% gain. I just didn't go super hard because I don't have a lot of trust in this stock yet. I just haven't played it much. But yeah, that had I have put 3 grand down in that would have been good for the day. Just not quite putting the money in the right spots today. And this one I got out of early, which frustrates me. Came back beautifully into this level. I entered in here. And then once we got this rejection off here, this level, I exited for about a $400 profit, which was about 20%. It was about 20% on the trade. And then as you can see, it just fucking kept going. And that would have been, had I just held that one option that I had, because they're quite expensive, the options for this stock at the moment, just because it's going like fucking pinball. That would have been 2 or 3 grand, maybe a bit more. Little annoying because that's the one that's performed the best out of all of them. And the reason I'm annoyed at myself for that is because if my overall thesis was the semis are still strong, they're likely going to move up. This is the one, if I got it a good position, I should have held above all the others. And I sold this one first. And I think that was a bad decision. I'm not 100% sure why I made that choice, but not well thought through. This is the one that is consistently going up, having the biggest positive moves. If you catch it at a level and you do well, it doesn't tend to come back down. It just says fucking catch you later. and it keeps going. So yeah, that's the only one I'm really annoyed with. I'm happy with how I traded everything else today. I think it was really good, but these profits left on the table from this one are annoying because that's probably the one that would have been the best to hold. I wasn't even going to enter it, so I'm not too disappointed. I wasn't going to enter it because in all honesty, it's just a bit fucking crazy. I don't like paying $2.5 grand for one option contract. You're doing that because the risk is higher. So coming down here, if that didn't hold, it was going to go down there super quick and you've lost your whole contract. Like, it's game over. But I'll tell you what, if it did come back down here, I'd be fucking going pretty hard at it. I reckon I'd buy about 5, put 10 grand into it, and I would very much hope for a push. But if not, I'd be out $15 down and I'd probably lose about 4 grand on that trade. But with the opportunity of probably making 2 or 3 times that. So that's where I'd be okay going a bit harder, but it's really got to come into a key level. So yeah, that was my day. I was just a bit frustrated. Nothing was really getting going, and that was annoying. But still made money, so up for the week. What am I? 2 days. I'm up about maybe a little over 5 grand or something, like that. I'm fucking tired, but yeah, percentage success rate on the trades that I've done so far, I'm at about 75% success, which is really good. I've probably done way too many trades. I've done nearly 20 trades in 2 days, which is a lot. Probably excessive, but if it's working and I don't feel overwhelmed, then I'm okay with it. Oh, look at this fucking SMCI. 680 now, son of a bitch. That's annoying. Well, this might happen. Nvidia's going back. I'm still happy with that sale. Like, I'm not disappointed with any of my exits, but seeing that late day run with 10 minutes to go, it's a bit more of a fucking knife. Anyway, that was my day. Hope you guys made some green, and check out some levels. Tomorrow morning, have a bit of prep for what we're sort of looking at for the day tomorrow. This overnight market's going to be interesting. There's some key earnings coming out, and you've got the bond auction tomorrow, which will be very important. So keeping an eye out for that. That is going to give some added volatility to the market and ideally some added opportunity. But that's where we are for now. What we want overnight. Here's what we want. Here's what we want. We want TSM to go to the fucking moon. If we can get this overnight, this is what we want. This is what we want to see. We want to see TSM go, oh, yep, cheers, no worries about that. See you later, see you later, see you later. Good morning, Joe. Saying hi to me when it's at 125 and I'm sitting on a 10, 15K profit. That'll be really, really nice thing to wake up to. So that's what we want. All right, I will leave it there, guys, and talk to you later.